What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here. As always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Let me say that it's been an interesting day all the way around. I lost my mind with my man Game Time Brian. Shout out to Game Time Brian. Growing in stature and stuff, getting more and more of you guys subbing, so definitely check him out. But he called me out earlier today while I was driving down the road to get here about Catboy, because the Eagles ended up going out, getting a safety. The Eagles have no problem going out and getting other players, making trades and making moves. And, I sit here and I know that Stephen Jones basically has said, we like our guys. We're not making any moves. We're good with the team that we have. And, that's the thing that bugs me is you can't ever be satisfied. That's the problem. I remember years ago, a company, and I'm not going to say the company's name, but they had the attitude that, that's not the way we do things around here. We are the oldest blah, 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 out there and stuff. And it's like, if you do not change and evolve, you will die. You will be a dinosaur. Because I am always one that realized that evolution is a necessity. You may be the best right now, but if you aren't constantly honing your craft and trying to find the next thing, you're gone. Ask Sears. Ask Kmart. Ask all these big companies that we thought were going to be there forever. They get replaced. Kmart, replaced by Walmart. Heckinger's, replaced by Home Depot. And kind of in a way, Walmart's kind of getting replaced by, or everybody's getting replaced by Amazon. And so you can't be satisfied with what you got. You constantly have to find the next thing. And that's my problem with the Cowboys. The Cowboys do so many things right. The fact that they found the quarterbacks in Tony Romo undrafted and Dak Prescott in the 4th round, when other teams haven't been lucky enough to have two guys like that back to back. They're out there spending draft picks galore. Look at the Commanders. You Commanders are sitting here right now today like, we ain't got a franchise quarterback still. They traded for Donovan McNabb. They ended up using 3 number 1s and a second for RG3. They had Kirk Cousin, franchise tagged him a couple times and paid him and let him go. Shout out to Kirk Cousins, who right now, Washington, you should be feeling stupid because that guy just beat the 49ers in primetime. You had that guy. You could have just paid him and kept all those draft picks that you spent and all that money on others. Wow. But in retrospect, this weekend was actually a good weekend for the Cowboys. I know the Eagles went out, they signed a safety. The Eagles blew out Miami yesterday. They've got the best record in the NFC right now. But what was just proven in the last 2 weeks is you may look like world beaters, like the San Francisco 49ers did against us. And then they got bitch slapped and injured against the Cleveland Browns. And then they lost to Kirk Cousins on Monday Night Football. 2-game lose streak. Injuries matter. Having offensive linemen matter. This is 2 weeks in a row that we've been proven. Trent Williams not playing this week. That wasn't the same offense for them. Brock Purdy looking like an average quarterback, looking like a guy who was the last pick in the draft, without Debo and without Trent Williams. Last week, Lane Johnson goes out. Eagles lose. Injuries matter to a team. But San Francisco 2-game lose streak brings them back to earth. The Detroit Lions losing to Baltimore gives them 2 losses, brings them back down to earth. And now as you start looking where we looked and said, December is going to be a ball breaker, right? We said that because we were looking at the Lions that last week they were saying maybe the Lions are the best team, one of the best teams in football. They were the flavor of the week. They looked like your daddy's Lions yesterday. Miami, who looked like they were world beaters before the Buffalo game. Now you look at it and say, well, the teams that they beat, they ain't doing too good. The best team they beat is the Jets. Although the Jets were a great team because they ended up beating Buffalo. But be that as it may, you look at some of the teams that they beat, same teams we beat. So you don't look at it and say, are they a great team? Or are they just great against bad teams? We played them in December. And Buffalo, the cover boy for Madden is a turnover machine. Although he doesn't get blamed on the shows, they blame it on the offensive line couldn't block, that they could only ran the ball 17 times, that their defense couldn't stop anybody the last 2 drives, that the play calling was bad. Josh Allen is Saint Josh Allen. Yeah. Regardless, that team lost and is now 4-3. And they've had some bad outings. And Josh Allen maybe isn't as great as we thought. So looking at this, people came back to us over the weekend. And teams that we have to face at the end of the year may not be as strong as we think. Great weekend for the Cowboys. Now here's my thing. There's no guarantees that anything you're going to do will improve you. There's not. There's no guarantee if the Cowboys go out and grab a player, a named player out there and make a trade, that it's going to make the team better. But what I can guarantee you is this. I can guarantee you that you not trying, it's definitely not going to improve the team. I can definitely say that. And as you look at this, you know that we've been able to beat the Eagles even last year when they had better players out there. And Jalen Hurts has become back to earth. He's a turnover machine right now. And we match up well with the Eagles. Why wouldn't you look and say, San Francisco's got a chink in the armor right now. The Lions, they are still the Lions. The Eagles, that's a division team that we know well. That you have a chance. You have a really good chance. And why not say, damn the torpedoes, full steam ahead. Let's try and make sure we can get a little extra oomph. That's my whole frustration with the Cowboys. It's always, we the boys, we got enough. Well, the reality is the teams you face, they look at that and say, we might have enough, but we're going to try and make sure that we have enough. And that is the one failing that the Cowboys have. Whew. Man. I'm going to say, I'm tired. I know you're tired of hearing me say I'm tired, but I actually am tired. I'm tired of the Cowboys not doing what it takes, not thinking steps ahead. Well, tomorrow's another day, and remember, good people, remember to tell the people you love them. And one final thing too, I want everybody to know something. I try very, very hard. I don't always succeed. I make mistakes. Sometimes I don't get things right. And if you have a problem with me, if something is missed, if you want a prize and I didn't get it to you, understand I don't have a crew of people that work for me. Understand I am not the greatest with technology. Understand I have a million things that I try and do. And sometimes when you try and do things, a lot of things, you miss things. If I've missed something, or if there's a problem that you have, or something I was going to do and didn't do, by all means, let me know. Talk to me and say, Mark, dude, send me an email. You know, I won such and such, and you missed it. And I will do my best to make sure that we get that together. If you don't communicate that to me, I don't know. Because I'm finding out a few people, you know, instead of coming to me, dealing with the source, go to other people and say, oh, well, I didn't get such and such. Well, they don't have anything to do with it. I do. So let me know. It's not a matter of me not trying to do something. Sometimes I miss stuff. I'm human. And with that being said, I love you guys. And God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. I must put too much fluid in there. Fire's still going. It's a little chilly tonight. And we had the heat down on 60, so it's still working its way up with the temperature here. But it's going to be in the 80s by Thursday. This weather is crazy. Definitely crazy. All right, fist to fire. I'm going to put you out. I appreciate y'all. I guess I won't see any 49er fans for a while, will I? Losers!